I was doing my daily score on Marketplace and I found this 1940s Art Deco dresser for free on Marketplace. Looks like there's some marks on top of this piece, or coffee marks, more like. The Art Deco handles is what I made him come to think this is Art Deco. So I'm going to take out all the drawers. I don't like the way the drawers look, so I might paint those in the future, or I might just take it back to the bedwood. But what I'm first going to do is I'm going to water down this whole piece and just clean it down with a warm cloth. I actually took a look at this piece and I sanded down a little area, and it only has, I think, 2 layers of paint, so I think I might only need to use 1 coat of paint stripper. Now I'm going to apply paint stripper to this whole piece. I'm going to let that sit for around 30 to 40 minutes, as I think I don't let it sit long enough. I'm now going to scrape off the paint stripper, and coming off, I think this is a pine or an oak type of wood. I do have to do 1 more coat of paint stripper just to get the sides off, but the top needs a little bit more, but that's alright. I'm now going to apply the second coat, and I'm going to let that sit for around 30 to 40 minutes again. Before I get on to sanding the whole thing down, Frankie said to like, subscribe, and comment where you're from to help out the channel. Please, thanks. I'm now going to sand the whole thing down with 80 grit sandpaper just to remove that extra paint, and then finish it down with 120 grit sandpaper. I'm now gonna fill in the crack with my wax crayons. You guys keep on flaming me in the comments for using wax crayons, but this is actually a wooden wax crayon that will last and actually works well with a stain. So I'm gonna fill the crack in with this, and there were some bore holes I needed to fill in as well. Luckily not too much, just some on the side that could be hidden very well using these crayons. Filling that hole in, I'm gonna actually sand the whole thing down with 120 grit sandpaper just to give it a smoother finish. Also gonna sand inside the interior just to give the drawers to slide more smoothly. I'm now going to clean all the dust off with some water and a cloth, just so I can get a finer finish on the final result later on in the video, and just so I don't, when I paint the overall thing, just doesn't get dust over it. Forgot to mention, but there are some black marks on top of this piece, so I'm going to apply some gel, Emma gel, to remove that black marks on it. It's a oxidation remover, so I'm going to apply it and let that sit for around 20 to 30 minutes. But for now, I am going to actually paint the drawers, and I think I'm going to paint the drawers with a light, like goldish color. You just got to trust the process, but I'm just going to prime them down now. I'm going to use some denatured alcohol and some turpentine just to clean down the whole piece overall, just to get some of those mini scratches out from the sanding, and as well as those marks from the Emma gel. I decided to go for light green for the drawers, and honestly, the end result I think looked very well, and I've had some clicks on my Facebook ad, so hopefully I can sell this pretty soon. So I'm going to apply 2 to 3 coats of this paint onto the drawers. I didn't show it, but I took off all the handles, and it's not really rusty on the middle bits. There is a little bit of rust, but it's more that it's really dirty on those little circular things. So I am just going to put this in some Barkeeper's Friend, some hot water, and some white vinegar. I'm going to let that sit for around 5 to 6 hours. But now, I'm going to wire brush the whole thing down with my little wire brush. I'm now going to put all the miscellaneous in some water just to give it a clean, and I'm going to use a towel just to clean off all that extra dirt and muck on all the pieces that I wire brushed down. I'm now going to use my outdoor furniture teak oil stain for the final finish of this product. Let me know your thoughts on the final result. Is it worth your like, follow, and comment, and what should I do better for next project? And if you did like this video, make sure to check out my other two. Cheers.